What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy jump from.
And we are back on the Neighborhood Watch with your news director, Perry Smith.
Hey there.
Sounds better than you're not talking about yourself in the third person. Now I'm talking about you, Perry Smith, news director.
I'm okay with that.
KHTS AM 1220.
Perry Smith is okay with that either way.
You're doing a great job. To finish what we were talking about in our last segment.
You had one more tip and I cut you off.
I have one more tip.
Apologize.
Place your items out of sight before reaching your destination. Right. Someone may be watching you when you put your valuables under the seat or in your trunk. And if you're gone, break into your vehicle, watching you where you put your valuables. So keep your stuff in your trunk. Obviously, that's out of view. But
keep your junk in your trunk? Is that what you're saying?
That's what you're saying.
Okay.
And if I haven't told you, you're doing a great job.
Okay. I'm going to put words in your mouth. But I did want to mention, I heard something, a lot of people are going to be a part of that rush, but you don't have to be a part of that rush, right?
Right.
You were mentioning there's maybe some little home, the Dubin family.
Are you going to spread Dubin family secrets right now?
I'm going to put the Dubin family on blast because that's what we do at the Neighborhood Watch. No, I thought it was a really cool idea. You were saying what your fiance was sharing with you, a little idea, maybe a little personal gifts, avoid the store.
She wants to avoid the rush this year in the crowds.
That's pretty smart.
Wants to make gifts.
To be honest, there's nothing I like less than Black Friday shopping.
I've done it before. I've woken up at
It's not even about wake up anymore, Deputy Dubin. It's about you don't even get to finish the meal and the lines are already starting at Walmart. It's ridiculous, and it doesn't stop because not trying to pick on Walmart, but there's 24-hour stores, and
right.
they're all open extended hours, and so you barely put down the fork, and it's like, okay, let's go shopping. Like whoa. That's how cardiac incidents happen, right?
Right. Speaking of cardiac incidents.
That's when deputies start showing up on your doorstep, and paramedics. So we want to avoid that if you can. That's a great idea. But you can also shop online if you want to go the non-traditional route and, exchange a meaningful gift, and you want to just click, and shop.
She was going to give me a note that said, "Do you like me? Circle yes or no."
I know what I'd circle. Yes.
Wow. I'm touched.
I'm glad.
Anyways.
That's the kind of dynamic we have in the studio, folks.
Clearly.
And I know your deputy friends are listening. So
they are. And they're going to make fun of me later. But that's okay.
And I'm okay with that.
This is the important part.
Okay.
Cyber shopping, online shopping, security, and safety tips.
Right. That's the point. The point is crime prevention.
The point is crime prevention.
Here on your Neighborhood Watch. And we have a few online tips that I was looking at. It was a website, PC Magazine. It's like 11 tips they had. Use a familiar website was one of them. Start at a trusted site rather than shopping with a search engine. That makes sense because you never know what you're going to get sometimes when you click on a search engine, right? But if you're going to Amazon, Target,
right. I just heard on the news.
What do you got?
That they're going to be offering in certain markets Sunday delivery if you purchase from Amazon.
Okay. I don't know how they get that done.
I don't either.
Who's doing
It's
the
interesting.
delivering?
I saw it.
All right.
Something I saw on Twitter.
Don't call me on a Sunday. Look for the lock. I'll be watching football. Look for the lock. Never, ever, ever buy anything online using your credit card from a site that doesn't have SSL. I don't know what secure socket layers are, but apparently it's an encryption you want.
It is. And you'll see a little padlock in the top right of your browser. You'll also notice the HTTP will have HTTPS, ://.
Okay.
It's a more secured way of shopping so that would-be hackers and thieves.
So would-be hackers and thieves haven't figured out a way to simulate having a little lock in the browser yet.
Oh,
boy.
It's safer.
And there's ways they can make it look like it, but you want to make sure the lock is in the address bar.
Right.
So, don't tell all was tip number 3 that they said.
What does that mean?
Online shopping stores don't need your social security number. Makes sense because you can pretty much do anything with someone's social security number or your birthday in order to do business with you. Those two things, somebody can do some damage, right?
If somebody's asking you for your social security number and your birthday online,
red card,
red flag,
red flag,
red flag, red card.
You get tossed out of the game.
Red card. Red card.
That's a soccer term. I know you're a big football fan, right?
American football.
Oh, okay.
Like the Pittsburgh
that would
Steelers.
Be yellow flag. Penalty flag.
Penalty flag. Red flag. Don't give out your social security number.
Right. That's the bottom line. Don't give out your social security number. The more they know, the easier it is to steal your identity.
Of course. And identity theft is a huge rising crime throughout the United States.
And if you have some questions about it, you might want to just call or verify, right?
Of
if the
course,
site is.
of course. If the site is legitimate and decent, oftentimes they'll have a customer service department. They'll have either web help or they'll have an 800 number to call. So, and the major online retailers, oftentimes you've heard of them. They have a good reputation.
And again, part of what you were saying with the using your credit cards as a safer route, it's also because you can check your statements before the end of the month. You don't have to wait until maybe somebody has your information. You can go online regularly during the season and check out the purchases that have been made on your debit accounts, your checking accounts.
And you're not going to want to enter your PIN number and your debit card information online. You're going to want to use a legitimate credit card.
Right. And one more thing I want to mention is make sure your PC is virus-free. Because sometimes there's I don't know what they're called, spiders, cookies, or something. They put it on your computer.
Ransomware.
Yeah. Ransomware?
Trojan. Ransomware. You haven't heard of that?
No, what is that?
That's when a virus comes on your computer, encrypts your data, then you'll get a message. You need to wire with a Green Dot card or Western Union $300, and we'll give you the password to unencrypt your data. Either that or your stuff is gone.
Oh, wow.
It's like holding your information on your computer and all your files for ransom. Hence ransomware.
There you go.
Breaking news right here on the Neighborhood Watch.
I think it's just breaking for me, but I appreciate that all the same. Probably everybody else knows about this stuff but me, but whatever. If they don't, ransomware, avoid it. You don't want it on your computer is what you're saying.
And you could find a ton of tips online, whether it be our station Facebook page, search Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station, our Twitter at SCV Sheriff, our headquarters Twitter at LASD HQ has a ton of holiday safety tips, online shopping tips, a bunch of different information. We even have a Pinterest now.
Oh, boy. I know how avid a Pinterest user you are. We got to take a quick break. We'll talk not so much about Josh Dubin's Pinterest habits as much as what's going on at Magic Mountain, the crime prevention that's happening there in our community. There was recent stats put out. We'll take a break on your hometown station, KHTS AM 1220.